So let's give it up one more time for our great mayor, for his leadership, his challenge to all of us. And every day he sets an example for all of us to be better Atlantans. Thank you, Midtown Alliance, for the opportunity to speak this morning. My day rarely involves speaking to a crowd of 1,000 people in such an incredible venue. It's truly an honor to be here this morning, and thank you for your patience. I'll try to be clear, quick, perhaps a little blunt. This morning, I'm here to introduce our keynote speaker, Anna Music. But first, I was encouraged to share some thoughts with you as someone who's been involved in Midtown for over 2 decades. As a member of the Midtown Improvement District and as a developer involved in implementing the shared vision of Blueprint Midtown and the hard work of the Midtown Alliance. As you know, Cousins Properties has a rich history in Atlanta and has invested heavily in Midtown. In fact, we've developed many of the iconic office buildings you can see if you look up right outside the theater. We keep a keen eye on those thriving urban districts across the Sun Belt where we invest, like Atlanta. By any measure, all the facts you've heard, all the elements that you see every day, Midtown is a success story, an envy of many urban districts across the United States. With consistent success over the last 2 decades, investors, large and small businesses, and families call Midtown home because of all of our collective efforts. So let's take a moment to be proud today of this achievement and celebrate this morning. While Midtown is a success story, we're just measuring the moment. For any city, each year is another chapter in a book that never ends. And as we write Midtown's story, these next pages are super critical. To seize the opportunities before us, we will need to reach deep inside ourselves and recommit to that shared vision. Today, we'll hear a summary of what we're calling our Public Life Action Plan. This is a product of a lot of good work, and I hope you'll take the time to review the full report that will be posted soon on the Midtown Alliance website. In reviewing these materials, I also encourage you to think back to the original Blueprint Midtown from almost 25 years ago and use that grand vision as your measuring stick. I think you'll find that Midtown lacks some of the key attributes that were a part of that original vision. And our success has only exposed them even more. Midtown's skyline has been transformed, but people don't experience Midtown at its skyline. They experience their cities on its streets, sidewalks, in its parks and plazas. At street level, Midtown has so much to be excited about, but it can also look a little bit like this. While inactive service streets exist in any district, the street level experience in our activity centers and the corridors that connect them must be strong and engaging. This is a critical opportunity which deserves recommitted focus and investment. Having invested in Sunbelt cities across the U.S. in boom and bust times, several things are clear to me. To create an exceptional, thriving urban district, we've got to start by being brutally honest about what's working and what's not working, and importantly, why. This includes listening to the customer, the views of our diverse Midtown stakeholders, including our dogs. It is critically important. These needs and opinions evolve as the district evolves, and we must frequently listen. Nevertheless, a compelling invitation of public life at the street level is a safe bet for any future. And as one longtime board member reminded us, we must execute relentlessly with sustained impatience. Given the successes of Midtown, it'd be easy to just kind of kick back, coast, but places don't become exceptional by saying, this is good enough. To be honest, good enough is just not good enough. Not if we want Midtown and Atlanta to be best in class, exceptional, in fact. And it's going to take more than Midtown Alliance's hardworking staff to get us there. This is an ambitious opportunity, and we need the collective we to join together to tackle the task and challenges ahead. I've led the development and redevelopment of a handful of what most view as exceptional developments, which have enhanced our community's access to public spaces. But standing here today, I tell you, we could have done better at the street level, based on the objective measures that the McColl studio uses. For most of us, including me, it's hard to hear your project critiqued by outsiders. But when it rings true, let's not ignore it. My experiences have primarily been in the office market, and you've heard that market has gone through a few changes recently. Among them is a flight to quality and a flight to experience, where a rich array of amenities are no longer nice-to-haves, but must-haves. Companies and their employees view the office as a true destination and not simply an obligation. This flight to quality and experience not only applies at the individual office building level, but also at the district level. People invest in Midtown as a location of choice, as a place with a rich array of amenities and experiences, including third places to work, play, gather, collaborate, socialize, and not just from 9 to 5. At a district scale, these are similarly no longer nice-to-haves, but must-haves. Over the last several months, we've convened over 40 people in a multidisciplinary steering committee working with the professionals at the McColl Studios. We've looked at where Midtown is today, where we need to be, and how to get there. This morning, you'll hear a summary of the action plan that is emerging from this work. We're excited to introduce this important work this morning, and as a call to action for all of us, to roll up our sleeves and get back to doing the things we do best, just getting it done. So please welcome Anna to the stage from McColl Studios.